Yo, what's happening, YouTube? This is your boy HW here, and as always, man, I'm late to class. The Gears of War 4 beta released a few weeks ago, and I gotta say, man, any concerns that people had towards the Coalition and their ability to make a pretty good Gears of War experience, I think that should be laid to rest right now. Because that Gears of War 4 beta, man, that junk was pretty good. It was pretty good. Now, Gears of War 4 doesn't really stray too far from the path in terms of gameplay, with the exception of Gears of War Judgment. But Gears of War Judgment, let's be honest, I think everyone would like to forget Gears of War Judgment, so let's not even include Gears of War Judgment. It's very similar to Gears of War 3. And I've heard a couple of different things. I've heard that it's a mixture of Gears 3 and Gears 2. I've heard that it's a mixture of Gears 3 and the Ultimate Edition. I'm leaning more towards the mixture of Gears 3 and the Ultimate Edition, simply because I don't really play Gears 2 online as nearly as often as I did Gears 3 and as I do the Ultimate Edition. So I do definitely feel the fusion between Gears 3 and the Ultimate Edition. As far as the weapons go, man, the Gnasher absolutely wrecks, as it should, if you ask me, because it is a shotgun, and if you shoot point blank at someone, they should definitely get bodied every single time. Now, the Lancer, I've heard a few things about as well. I've heard that it's going back to being a support weapon, but I've also heard, and I've also experienced myself, that Lancer, man, it'll chop moves down. And I tried it myself just to see if it did it, and it absolutely did. You can stand behind cover and just mow someone down by yourself and just maybe half a clip if you hit all your shots. And some people are concerned about that. Some people feel that a real Lancer should only be a support weapon, but the only reason why they're doing this is because they want to kind of make it a little easier on the new players of the Gears franchise. And I understand that. Me myself, I would rather it be a support weapon, just because I love my Gnasher, man. I love my Gnasher. But I think it's something that I can definitely get used to. The pistol is pretty much the same. The Boltok pistol, or the Boltok. I'm pretty sure it's a Boltok. Didn't really mess around with that too much. I did play a lot with the torque bow, and let me tell you something about the torque bow, man. The torque bow, it has a nice new sound and everything, but you can't hear that sucker rev up, man. I'm running around the map trying to do my thing, trying to get some kills, right? And out of nowhere, I just explode, right? Come to find out, it was a guy with a torque bow who wasn't that far from me. In Gears 3, you would be able to hear the torque bow rev up, and you'd be able to, have your head on a swivel, like, where the suck at with the torque bow. But on there, it's very quiet, and I don't think it even makes a sound as it revs up. So yeah, if you blow up, just know it's probably from a torque bow that you didn't hear revving up. But that's just a minor thing that I would have to get used to as well. Another concern I heard is that the maps, man, the maps are too dang big. Now, I would agree with that. The maps are pretty big. They're bigger than most Gears fans are used to. But you gotta understand, and I think this is the key, the map design is pretty good. And I think design trumps size in terms of maps. If the design is good enough, I think the size shouldn't really matter, because it's just all gonna play very well. And I found in the Gears of War 4 beta that it really did, for me at least. I didn't feel like I was running around for miles and miles like a running simulator or something like that. I enjoyed the map design. I didn't enjoy the map with the cargo bays, or whatever you call them. Didn't enjoy that one too much, but I did enjoy the other two very much. And I think a lot of other people did too, because that's all suckers would play. Now, graphically, it's not the best looking game, which kind of disappoints because, well, talking about the beta here, kind of disappoints because, we're on that next gen hardware, so we would expect some next gen graphics, but it is the beta. They say the game is going to look better for multiplayer, but I don't think it's going to look too much better, if I'm being honest. But the campaign, I want those graphics to blow us away like the Gears of War 1 graphics did back in the 360 days. So the graphics were cool, but they can definitely be a lot better. And 60 frames per second was great as well. After playing the Ultimate Edition, I don't think I can go back to playing a 30 frames per second Gears game because I don't play on PC. I've never played on PC, so I haven't played the first one on PC. So the Ultimate Edition was my first taste of a 60 frames per second Gears game, and I can't go back, man. I cannot go back. I won't go back. All in all, congratulations to the Coalition. They successfully made me excited for Gears of War 4, and hopefully they made a lot of you excited for it as well. Let me know in the comment section below your opinions on the Gears of War 4 beta. Has the Coalition restored your faith in the Gears of War series?